And today we're talking about stocks, cryptos, and making money. All right, guys. And then we're going to open it up to questions. So today the stock market was, the Dow actually ended up 44,922. But the NASDAQ was way down. And let's let YouTube do its thing and get some people in here. Eating some chicken. Silver's down today. I like that. $37.37. $37.37. What a bargain. What a deal. That's good. All right, let's take a look at some of the stocks on my watch list. All right, guys. Devon Energy. This one is down to $33.58. I'm accumulating Devon. Pays a dividend, and I'm gonna go to the bars for some drinks and some pool. Maybe. What bar? What bar? I might be going to the bar, but I'm not gonna drink. I'm just gonna, pool. Every time trying to do something, it's always something. So, Rio Tinto, that's a stock that I like, I own. Yes, I like Rio Tinto. That one's RIO. Another one I like is, well, I don't like it, but CoreWeave, $92.89. Oil's on my watch list. Price of oil is $62.51. One gold stock that is on my watch list, it's a penny stock. It's called Paramount Gold Nevada, PZG. And this one's been going higher. That's a good penny stock. PZG. Good gold penny stock. The gold penny stocks always go up at the end of the bull market, okay? At the beginning of the bull market, the gold penny stocks don't really do much. Another one I like is GROY, Gold Royalty, okay? GROY. I told you to buy this one at like $1. Right now it's at $2.90. So that's a good, easy triple your money. Another gold one is called Nova Gold Resources, NG. Okay, this is a really good one. Yeah, definitely like that one. NG, Nova Gold Resources. Yo, Mitchellsburg. Another stock I like is a cannabis stock. It's called True Leave Cannabis, TCNNF. And as you guys know, the cannabis stocks just had a really big moonshot. They just spiked up. Canopy Growth, Aurora Cannabis, SNDL, GRWG, freaking MSOX, MSOS, MJ, the cannabis ETFs. They're all skyrocketing. Don't wear that Best Buy shirt. Well, I'm the Best Buy stock trader. I sell computers and I sell stocks. Do I think the markets will keep dumping? Well, today the Dow Jones didn't even dump, but the NASDAQ dumped. NASDAQ took a big old dump. And that's why Bitcoin sold off, is because Bitcoin follows the NASDAQ. Anytime the NASDAQ drops, Bitcoin's likely to drop too. Also, the hopes of getting a Fed rate cut are now being wiped away, eliminated. We might not have any Fed rate cut in 2025. Nevertheless, Bitcoin is still headed to $1 million. Will they keep dumping? I don't think so. As I said, the White House has rebuilt the wall of worry. Jerome Powell, the White House, they rebuilt the wall of worry. So that means stocks can now go higher. So I don't think there's going to be that much more of a dump. I think that the melt up is underway. Stocks are going to go a lot higher. They're going to convince investors that rate hikes are coming, and they're actually going to do a couple rate hikes. But I do think there will be a crash. And when the crash comes, that's when they lower the interest rates down to absolute zero. So Jackson Hole is Friday too. Powell tanked the markets last year during it. Screw that Powell, son of a bitch. It's Friday? Yeah. Payday. Crypto payday. Well, people are expecting that he's going to do the same thing, tank the markets again. Maybe he does the opposite. I'd say it's pretty much anybody's guess. But I do think that sooner than later, the markets are going to resume their uptrend. I think Bitcoin is going to resume its uptrend. And especially gold and silver are going to resume their uptrends. Gold and silver are going to go a lot higher. I don't think the markets are going to keep tanking. I'm not even worried about it. I'm just looking to buy. Looking to buy lots of stocks, lots of cryptos. I'm buying Shiba Inu right now, hand over fist, because it's in the accumulation zone, 000012. I think that could easily 5 to 10x. Easily. Last time Shiba went from 509 to 4046, and that wasn't even altcoin season yet. So what's going to happen when altcoin season actually takes course? When we get into full-blown altcoin season, Shiba is going to 10x. It's not just going to 5, it's going to 10. Hopefully. 10x is coming. I don't want to buy any stock or any crypto unless I think it could at least 5 to 10x. If it can't do that, it's a waste of my time. Another stock I really like is WDS, Woodside Energy. I'm a big fan of commodity stocks and long-term wealth building because it's a guaranteed winning strategy. Trying to play around with penny stocks, if you don't know what you're doing, you can lose a lot of money. But if you buy dividend stocks that pay good, if you buy dividend stocks that have good dividends, it's going to be a guaranteed winning strategy. You're probably going to become a millionaire over the long run. So WDS is definitely one that I have for my millionaire strategy. I'm loading up on this one in my Roth IRA, as well as many other commodity stocks that pay very good dividends. An ETF that I really like is called BITX. This is a way to gain leverage over Bitcoin. So anytime that Bitcoin's dropping, you want to buy BITX, and you can see how it's been moving. It looks like we're going to head down. Looks like crypto could go lower, and then the BITX would go lower as well. No guarantees, though, that Bitcoin's going to go much lower. I don't know. Another one I like is Comstock Resources, CRK. And just yesterday, I bought $1,000 worth of DJT, Donald J. Trump stock. I think it's a garbage company, but it's a good stock. Another gold stock I like is called ASM, Avino Silver and Gold Mines. I told you guys to buy this one at about 50 cents. Now it's at $3.69. And I think we should keep on loading up on this one. Let's keep on loading up. ASM. It's a really good quality gold penny stock. Another silver miner that I told you guys to buy is called Courier Mining. I've been talking about this one for about 3 years or so, pretty much as long as I've been on YouTube. And I told the Patreon members to buy this one at about $3. Now it's $11.26. And I think that it's good to keep on loading up on this one. Let's just keep loading up. $11.26 right now. I'm buying. I'm a good buyer of this one. I've been buying it since way back. Another one I really like is called Wheaton Precious Metals. I was buying this one years ago at about $25. Now it's at it's right at around $100, and I still think that's a really good buy. Wheaton Precious Metals, WPM. Load up on that one. It's probably headed to somewhere between 150 and 300, and then it's going to go a lot higher than that the more time that elapses. Gold's going to go higher over time, increasing the profit margin on a lot of these gold and silver miners. So yeah, Bitcoin right now, Bitcoin's on my watch list. That is $113,000. So Bitcoin's really been dropping fast. It's down 3,400 today. I don't hold Bitcoin. I don't like Bitcoin. I like the altcoins. So, and I always say you would never want to buy Bitcoin. You want to buy the Bitcoin ETF, BITX, because you can make way more money in it. I'm always looking to get leverage. Okay. So Dogecoin right now, that's 21 cents. That's on my watch list too. I currently do hold Dogecoin. Okay. I am from Kurdistan. Kurdish. He's a Kurdish guy. I've never seen a guy from Kurdistan. I never even heard of that. Another stock I like is Mind Medicine, MNMD. This is a stock that they're into hallucinogenics to try to improve the human experience, improve your health issues, your health disorders. They're trying to use medicinal mushrooms to really help improve the psychology of people, to get them to have a more positive outlook on life. I think that this company, it's a great company. MNMD. I think it's got huge potential in the future. Another stock I really like is, this one's an ETF. It's called TSLL. This is the one that I bought options in, and so I trade the options on this one. Very volatile. It's at $12 right now. I think it's got potential to go up to $50. So the way to play this is to buy the options, okay, that are way out of the money and give you they expire as far away as possible. That's the way to play the TSLL. Another stock that we have right now, my team has right now, is called TeraWulf, WULF. They just made a huge deal with Google. And today it's actually down 60 cents and it's down even more after hours. Another stock I really like is PLG, Platinum Group Metals. This is a gold penny stock, and as we know, the gold penny stocks are going to skyrocket at the end of the gold bull market. We haven't seen the penny stock skyrocket, so the gold bull market is not reaching its peak. It did not have that blow off top yet, so I expect gold to go up to $4,100 to $4,200 for the next move. And then following that, we're going to keep going higher, probably between 6,000 and 7,500 before we actually get that major pullback. And there will be a major pullback on gold, but I don't think we're in any danger of hitting that yet. Another stock I like is called RIOT, Riot. Riot Platforms. It's a crypto miner. Another one is Barrick Gold. Okay, Barrick Gold. This one I've got hundreds of shares, and I think that we're looking at a potential $50 to $60. Right now, it's at $23.97. Okay, so put that one on your radar. Barrick Gold. This is the company that basically absorbs every other gold company. They've been buying up gold companies, buying gold in the ground for a long time now. So they've got a big stockpile of gold in the ground. One of my favorite gold stocks is CGAU, Centerra Gold. It looks really good on paper. They've got a lot of gold in the ground, and they have a dividend, okay? Not a very big dividend, but I do believe that they will raise the dividend in the future, and it will get better. It will get better. Same with Barrick Gold. Their dividends will get better. At the top of the market, they're going to make the dividends very good to get the maximal amount of investors to buy these things at the very top. And then they'll become trapped and become bag holders, possibly for a few years or so. Not forever. But you definitely want to be buying like when I told you to buy, when I first started this channel. That's when the time to buy was. But it still is a good time to buy because gold's got a long way to run. And like I said, the gold penny stocks are the way to go because they haven't even done that much yet. A lot of the gold penny stocks, all they've really done is double and triple, which is nothing. When we get into a really good gold bull market like I experienced from 2000 to 2010, these gold penny stocks were going parabolic. They weren't just doubling and tripling. They were going way beyond that, okay? So we haven't seen these things hardly move at all. So like Platinum Group Metals, like I said, Silver Corp Metals. And if you want to get my full list of stocks, you got to join the Patreon, okay? Another stock I really like is UUUU. This is a very popular uranium stock. And as I said years ago, uranium would skyrocket because of all the reasons that I discussed before. Such as if the uranium price were to go up, it would not affect the buyers of uranium because you can get so much energy out of such a small amount that when the cost of yellow cake goes up, does not make any difference whatsoever to these companies. Sure, they got to pay a little bit more, but they're extracting so much energy out of it, it does not matter at all, okay? A good ETF that I like is PDBC. It's only $12.90. I'm loading up on this one right now. PDBC, okay? Do you record your finance videos with your shirt on, or is it just you flexing while talking about compound interest? Both. Gold is trash. Bitcoin is the new king. That's what people told me. And then that's what people told me. And then gold outperformed Bitcoin. And people are still saying the same thing. Bitcoin's the new gold. No, it's the opposite. Gold is the new gold. Bitcoin is the new bubble. Gold's the new real asset. Bitcoin's the new bubble. Bitcoin is the biggest bubble that the world has ever experienced, other than I would say like housing bubbles of 2008, stock market bubbles of 2008. Other than that, yeah, Bitcoin's the biggest bubble that the globe has ever seen, other than those that I just mentioned. You flex harder on YouTube than you do in the gym, and that's saying something. Yeah, thanks, dude. Good vid, man, but I think your biceps peaked before your investments. I think my biceps are still in the process of peaking. I hope. Hope my biceps can get a little bit bigger. I don't know if I should train today or if I should take the day off. I always want to train. I want to work out every single day, but you're never going to grow because the body has a limited recovery ability. You can only recover so much. So if you just train your legs, your body's trying to put all those resources into rebuilding your legs. So you don't want to just train your legs and then train your upper body the next day, because how's your body going to distribute all the materials everywhere throughout the entire body? If it does that, you'll be lucky just to get back to where you were. Forget about building a mountain on top of your muscle. So you've got to take lots of days off, lots of rest days. That's one thing I learned from studying Mike Mentzer, is that he gave his clients a lot more rest days, and they responded, and they grew a lot faster. Okay? The most expensive investment is health. Yeah. You got to spend a lot of money on olive oil, on joint supplements, creatine. So your health is very important, and you might as well spend the money. You might as well make the investment. Invest in your own health. That's the number one thing that you should invest in, is your health. Markets crash, muscles shrink, but excuses are forever. Yeah. Muscles always shrink. Look at Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's a lot weaker. Look at Jay Cutler. Look at Ronnie Coleman. He won the Mr. Olympia, I think, 7 times. 7-time world champion. No, 8 times. Arnold won the Olympia 7. Ronnie Coleman won 8. But now he can't even walk. So muscles do shrink. That's correct. Markets crash. We've seen markets crash before. Excuses are not forever. Excuses are not forever. Excuses are for the weak. Okay? Bro just ignoring the fact that Bitcoin is the best asset of all time since its launch in 2009. Oh, I'm not ignoring that. I've been tracking Bitcoin for a while now. I've been tracking Bitcoin since it was probably around 4,000. All right, guys, so let's get it. Another stock that I like is, this one's on my watch list. It's called INDO, Indonesian Oil. And I found out about this one probably back in 2020. And I buy it every time it goes down to about $2.60. And then it pops. It usually pops up to between $5, $5.50. So yeah, this is the perfect time to buy. Like I said, Indo is $2.72. It always comes down here. Then every time it always pops. So that's how I make a lot of my income, is just with Indo, INDO. I just buy it here, and then I'll be selling it when it pops next. I've been doing this over and over and over and over. So please check out INDO. All right. Remember, for my full list of stocks, join the Patreon. And another one that I just talked about today is C3AI. That's down to $17. I think that's a pretty good buy. I think maybe it drifts down to 14, but I think it's got potential to go a lot higher here. Okay. I think it could go to 45, 50, or even higher. Show us your income. I don't want to. The regret of not getting Bitcoin at 4,000 must be crazy. Yeah, I think everyone in the US probably regrets it. And everyone in Europe, Asia, South America, I think everyone in the entire globe regrets it. So that's totally normal to feel that. But you can't let that get to you. You got to look to deals in the future. You got to see what's on sale right now. What are the best stocks to buy right now? What are the best cryptos to buy right now? Okay. You can't go back into the past. So it's important to not focus on the past. Don't talk about what your regrets are. Talk about what's going to happen in your future. Okay, guys? So trying to have all good positive vibes here. Thanks, everybody. You call it buying the dip. I call it hitting the bong. I like that. Thank you. How about we know what you are legit? But how we know you are legit? Well, the people that have been watching me for the past 3 years started with my original YouTube channel and then it got banned. The people that are my Patreon members, they know that I'm legit. I respect your takes. Thank you. High risk, high returns, or just high, no return. Yeah. You got to get high and you got to stay high. I don't know. I don't know what you want me to say to that. Interesting. Yeah. How you know I'm legit? Here. There. The haters are going to love it when the chain comes out. The haters always love that. And if I go to the bar tonight, I'm not going to wear this because someone's going to take it. Buy high, sell high. Yep, that's what my buddy Kobe right there does. He says, buy high, sell high. Always a good idea to buy things that are in the process of attaining higher values, but you have to watch these very closely, okay? Whenever something is breaking out to a new high, you can buy it, but make sure you watch closely because also whenever you hit new highs, you can get a lot of selling pressure, okay? That's what we're seeing with Bitcoin right now. A lot of selling pressure. Gold. Yeah, I'm a huge buyer of gold. Love you, Papa. Love you, Papa. Okay. Success is buying the dip. Failure is thinking you did. Well, actually just buying high like you always are. Actually just buying high. Okay. All right. I let him make his piece, say his words. These are good words. Good words of encouragement to everybody. Success is buying the dip. Yes. Like today. Today's a dip. Bitcoin is dipping to 113,000. XRP is dipping to 289. And Ethereum has dipped to 4,100. Ethereum actually dropped quite a bit. I think that was up to about 4,650 or something like that. Oh, it was up to almost 4,800. And then Ethereum is dipping back down. But Ethereum has been going crazy for a few months now. It's really been moving up there. So rather than buy Ethereum, I buy cryptocurrencies that are on the Ethereum network that are a lot more affordable and have a lot more potential. Bro, your gains go up in smoke faster than your blunt. I never smelled nothing like that before. This is a new kind that I never had before. Jeez. Man. Oh. Oh, man. It smells so fruity. You can't even believe it. It's incredible. Four-year price patterns, 2026 should be a bear year. Well, a lot of the people that I follow say the crash is coming in 2026. But it could come in the first quarter, second quarter, third quarter, fourth quarter. We have to wait and see. Should be a bear year. We peaked in 2017. Yeah, 2017 was the most insane crypto bull market ever. I made the most money in 2017. 2021 was good too. 2021 was very good for stocks and crypto. And now 2025. But I anticipate we'll be back by the 2029 cycle. So this guy thinks we're going to have to wait until 2029. I bet you in 2029, Bitcoin will be close to 500,000. We'll have to wait and see. How many accounts have you burned? Mate? How many accounts have you burned? I'm not sure. I was banned on one account. I got up to 2,000 followers, and then I got banned because I think a guy Marantz Rants, he told his followers to probably get me banned because he flipped out on me. So I think I was banned because of a YouTuber named Marantz Rants. But it is what it is. It is what it is. I don't have any bad feelings towards anyone. I just work as hard as I can and just focus on the future. All right. Can you use your earnings to buy a hair transplant? Well, I don't want to. I reinvest my earnings. Any money that I make in the stock market, I'll use it to buy gold or I'll buy more stocks. Oh, crypto accounts. What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that. How many crypto accounts have I burned? What do you mean? Bro's hairline is bigger recent recession than the market. My hairline is in a bigger recession than the market. Yeah. You could say that. You could say that. That's a fair statement. All right. I'd agree with that. You need to really buy your dignity back. I've never lost my dignity. And dignity is not something that you can buy. It's something that you've got to earn. Okay, guys? Something you got to earn. All right. Yeah, Ethereum is tanking. We're getting those watch hours up today, boys. Come on. Got to get more viewers. Come on. Recession indicator, receding hairline. My receding hairline is an indicator that the recession is coming. Yeah, I'll tell you guys, the recession is coming, but follow David Hunter. Everything that he said so far is playing out exactly as he said it. It's crazy. And no one believes me about this guy. It's just absolutely insane. Everything he said is coming true. Silver going up, gold reaching all-time highs, stock market reaching all-time highs. Everything is true. So check out David Hunter. He talks about the melt-up scenario, and he gives his predictions on silver price, gold price, the Dow, the NASDAQ, the S&P 500. And I bet you he's going to be right. I bet you in the end, he's going to be right. You invest in growth stocks, but can't invest in Rogaine. Yeah, because it doesn't bother me. If I lose hair, that's just a natural sign of aging. It does not bother me. So I don't want to invest in that stuff. You got to learn to not let things affect you. You know, if I had scars all over my face, it wouldn't affect me. I used to have acne so bad anyways. I'm immune to personal attacks. I'm immune to that kind of stuff because of everything that I have gone through in my life. You earned a subscriber. Yes. Thank you, dude. Thank you. GD Alfredo. And I see we're up to 3,200 subs. So we're gaining. Today is a good day. We're gaining. My hairline is receding, but we're gaining new followers. Every hour or so, we gain one today. It's going well. It's going very well. I've been posting a lot of shorts on my YouTube, okay? I just put up a good one of my car just blew up. My car exploded. Check this out, guys. I'll show you. I got it on video, too. I got it on video.
All of this stuff on the inside, too.
See? That's actually my work van. It blew up. So, guys, any donations would be very helpful. Any donations at all. Anything. Even if it's $1. Okay? I've got a Cash App. You can Cash App me. Trying to get a new work van. So, guys, if you could Cash App me a little bit, that would help out. Blank Seco growth investor with zero growth on top. Kobe, come on. Get the heck out of here. This guy has a question, a real question. We got enough haters on here. We need a real question. Yeah, my van blew up. You can see it. You can see it, guys.
All of this stuff on the inside too? Yes.
My dog was in that car when I blew up. My dog was in there. No, I don't have a dog. Scroll up 5. What do you mean scroll up 5? What are you talking about? So where were we, guys? Some stocks on my watch list. Canopy Growth. This is a cannabis stock, and it's been going down forever. And it hardly did anything. When the cannabis stocks moved a couple of weeks ago, it hardly did anything. And this is not, it could reverse split. This one could very well reverse split. But remember, the melt up is approaching, and the cannabis stocks are going to be a big player in the melt up. All right, backed holdings, BKKT. We've got, look at this, BINI. That must mean the ticker symbol changed. So I've never even heard of this stock. And it looks terrible. Weird. Very weird. BINI. It just changed the ticker symbol. What the heck is this all about? I don't even know what it was called. BINI. Very weird. I'm going to have to do a little bit more research on this one, okay? BINI stock. What is this? Bollinger Innovations. What did it used to be called? This thing is like absolutely plummeted. Maybe it's going to reverse split. To see if a stock is going to be doing a reverse split, you can always look on Yahoo Finance, and sometimes they'll tell you if their shareholders are set to vote on a reverse stock split or whatever. And if they're going to vote on it, usually it means that it's going to reverse split. Cannabis investors will be broke. Yeah, I don't hold any cannabis currently. I don't hold any currently. It's Mullen? How did you know that? KC Trade, Kobe. Okay, that's what Mullen is. It just changed to, this guy knows a lot about penny stocks. BINI is now Mullen. I was going to say, it looks like it was Mullen because it went down to nothing. That's funny. Mullen stock. What a scam CEO. What a scam company. Mullen, it's the biggest scam ever. It's a bigger scam than GNS. GNS actually holds Bitcoin, and they've got a lot going for them because they have Bitcoin. Nowadays, Bitcoin is really the only thing that matters. So many companies are buying Bitcoin. Let's check out GameStop today. What happened to GameStop? Last I knew it was about $23. $22.82. I do not hold any GameStop, but GameStop's a fun one to hold because you never know what's going to happen. Take my sub. Just started stacking silver as a hobby. I'm in Canada and I am doing okay by slowing collecting 1 ounce maples as I start. Oh yeah, if you're in Canada, you're going to have the 1 ounce maples. I'm in the US and I collect 1 ounce maples too. The 1 ounce maples are really nice coins. They're super thick. So if you compare one to a silver eagle, the maple is going to look like it's smaller, but it's going to be thicker. So I've got some like 1986 maples or something, or 1982. So I got some really old maples that are still in the original holders. They switched the ticker to get more suckers. Okay. That makes a lot of sense, Kobe. Mullen has changed the ticker symbol to try to sucker in more people. They're going to forget they ever invested in Mullen, and they're going to think it's a new company now or something. They're going to think it's a new company with a new strategy. But what's going to happen is they're just going to reverse split probably very soon. and then they're going to try to sucker in buyers. What a scam. What a scam. How can these guys do that, you know? How can they do that? Well, I guess it's legal. It's legal. Mullen is trash. Yeah, I know that. I know Mullen is trash. It's the worst EV company in the world. The CEO was making millions of dollars to make the stock reverse split and to wipe out people's bank accounts. The CEO is getting rich, though. It is what it is, you know. I'd like to catch that guy outside. How about that? A lot of people would love to catch the Mullen CEO. 50 million a year to be exact. Jesus knows. The CEO of Mullen's making 50 million. That's crazy. I've bought Mullen before. The one time, my mentor said, he said, when it hits 10 cents, that's when it's going to be a buy. It was a good buy. And now it's junk. The good days of Mullen are over. Never to come back again, probably. No, Mullen will spike again. It's going to skyrocket. And it's going to catch everybody off guard and everything. And once the maximal amount of people are out, then they're going to call up the market maker. Come on, help our stock. And then they'll say, we'll pay you money. We'll give you money, market maker. We'll give you 10 million if you can get it up to this high. You know, something's gonna happen. And Mullen's going to go up again. But it's best if you just focus on the high-quality stocks rather than the low-quality penny stocks. I think the higher quality stuff is going to be a lot more safer and give you those slower, more for sure gains over time. I looked into them. I bought it as well and sold the next day. This guy, he bought Mullen and then he sold it the next day. That's usually what happens. You buy it because of the hype, because everybody's talking about it, or they say big news is coming, whatever. And then you do some real research and you say, okay, maybe I don't want to hold this thing. You know, maybe I want to get rid of it. That's good. All right, guys. Thanks for the watch hours. Wait, let's see how many I got. Let's see how many watch hours I got before I let you go. 2,965. So I only need 35 more watch hours to get monetized. Start making the big bucks, guys. All right, guys. Thanks for watching today. I'll see you guys soon.